Recently, I've been trying out some Nikon gear. So I do have some other videos if you want to check those out. But let's talk about a specific one here. The Nikon 24-70 2.8 S-Line. Now, this lens is phenomenal for a variety of reasons. So let me tell you exactly why. Now, first up, I do want to let you know I am a Nikon employee, but I'm not selling anything to you. You can make your own decision. And I'm just telling you my experience and impressions with it and how I feel as coming from a bunch of different other equipment, a bunch of different scenarios, how I felt it worked and how I enjoyed what I did with it. Now, first up, the actual lens, you can see this is on the Z8, how it looks. It's quite a big lens, but it's also not the biggest as far as I'm sure. Like, it's a good size and it's pretty light for what it is. Most of the weight actually is coming from the Z8 in my honest opinion. But this lens is going to have a few crazy things that I do enjoy that were kind of different for me to get used to. First off, I'm going to quickly talk about the focal length. 24-70 2.8, pretty much a standard lens, not in the way of it being like a kit lens, but in terms of it being something that everyone should have in the kit. That focal length is fantastic, and with this lens particularly, it works really well. You're getting a good, very sharp lens that is gonna be phenomenal in a variety of scenarios. That's why I chose to use it for like weddings and for other gigs as well, because it just makes sense to have when you need to have a wide or a close-up shot. You have flexibility. This lens in particular is from the S-Line, meaning it's like the top of the top. It's like the best quality stuff, and Nikon being an optical company and having amazing, or actually the best glass ever, it's going to get fantastic quality when you're trying to get clear shots, when you're trying to get things in focus, etc. This lens does that. So as I was just saying, focusing as well was great with it. Focusing was phenomenal on this lens. It locked on every single time when I wanted it to. I also changed for context on the camera to people, because most of the time I was taking people with the lens and it locked on, it got them clearly, it locked onto their eyes, etc. It was phenomenal for doing that. And coming from other equipment, it didn't do that as much. Like, the Nikon stuff outperformed and it really did help me get the shots I needed compared to the camera guessing all the time, or the camera using different ways of interpreting what I wanted to be in focus versus not. So just for context, this is what the 24-70 looks like when it's at 24, and this is what it looks like at 70. So you have a zoom lens, but the constant aperture is great because you're not getting less light or more light, etc. You're getting whatever setting you have on it, you're getting it when you are zooming in. So I really do enjoy that about this lens. Now, one thing that it's going to be hard to see from where I'm showing you, I'll probably put a picture, but there's a small screen here. Now, this screen also has a button next to it. This button, I'll actually just show you. This button right here enables you to see different types of data. So like I said, it's going to be hard to see, but you'll probably see it's at least switching. So on the small screen here, we have different things like focal length, distance, if I'm not mistaken, and then, the different types of aperture, etc. Like, you have different stuff that you can see here, and I really like that because, yeah, you can see it on the screen, but being able to see it on the lens as well makes it very reassuring, and you can tell exactly what it's at. So if I'm moving, let's say the millimeters, so like the focal length, then if we're at 67 right now and I go down to 24, it's changing on the screen as I'm doing it. Like, I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna try to do it with one hand. So it is changing. Like, I'll just try to hold it. You get the idea. Like, it's a really awesome way to see stuff, and I enjoyed being able to have the new piece of information available to me. So if you do want to see another video, maybe the one I suggested earlier on, look at this video over here, or check out the channel right over here. And also, if you want to hit me up on social media, I'm also available over here. I hope to see you in the next video. Hope you like this content. Peace.